Traders, welcome to the one and only live trading with Benzinga. We had a great day yesterday. We saw 3 stocks live trading get halted. So definitely we're going to look for the same momentum today. Stick around on live trading. Hit that like. Let everybody know it's absolutely for free. And we do it every single day.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Those words have been dancing around my head all night. Oh, it's Vegas law, that phrase.
Kiana.
Fisher.
Choi.
Joe. Cards drawn are the past, ones to come are future.
And the best part? It's beatable.
Yes, it is. The market is beatable, but only if you work at your process. That's what this show is all about. So smash that thumbs up. Let's get started. Let me bring on the action to the show. So today, I want to go ahead and bring on the one, the only Ryan Faloona, or should I say Randy Orton? My man. What's going on, Ryan? How do you feel being Randy Orton?
I stopped watching wrestling like 2 decades ago, so I don't know who that is, but he's cut and he looks pissed, so let's go.
You look ripped, bro. I saw you getting those flat abs there, man. Let's go ahead. Let's bring on the one, the only Brock Zaid.
Goodness. Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
My face just does not work well with like these mashes, if you will.
Are you kidding me? That's unbelievable.
Look at that. That's that Zunaid Hulk smash.
Oh my goodness.
What's
up,
going
y'all?
on, team? How we doing? Welcome to the show. Let's go ahead. Let's get it started. Definitely smash the like. It looks like we have a lot of people in the chat having some fun out there. Matty Ice, Born, Elite, throwing some stocks. Jody, what's going on? Juicy, Connor, Freddie P. We got Miss Whitehurst, Raul Martinez Jr. in the house. Can't forget him. Eagle and Tiny Pie. Let's go. If you're new to the show, say hello. What are you guys looking at? I'm ready to see some stocks moving. PPSI, we're already getting a super sticker by Matt. I'm going to take a look to see what happens with PTPI. It's already breaking down here. And there's going to be a lot of stocks moving. So let's go ahead. Let's take a look at what stocks are out there and your guys' watch list. Who wants to take the first ride here?
Well, I'll go first if you want. I'm definitely watching PPSI. This is in my movers tool. One of the things that I'm going to do here, one of the things I'm going to do here is just draw some of these lines here on the support and resistance levels, because I think these are going to be in play today. I think this might be one of your crazy stocks today. We'll take a look at all of them. AMZN is the other one that I'm watching. We have a headline here about ovarian cancer, some type of ovarian cancer treatment. And we've talked about this before, but cancer, oncology, things like that often can make for some outsized moves. I don't know if this is actually going to materialize into like a really good treatment, but I do think that today we're going to have multiple opportunities to trade this. One of the things that I'm watching, I want to see where this settles, right? Because this thing is pretty extended. I think we might get one of those where it pops out of the open and then comes back in. I don't want to chase that pop because I don't want to be slapped around when it actually comes back in. But we're going to watch those two. You had mentioned PTPI. Is that correct, Mitch?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we're going to watch this one too. This one has been wild the past few days. Looks like it's breaking down in the pre-market, but this pretty much goes down to yesterday's pre-market low. So let's see if we catch a bounce, and let's see if we actually turn back positive. And then for some of the just for like the actual market itself, I always watch the SPY. I know that we gap down here. The real question for me is, do we hold this gap and continue lower, or do we consolidate here at all and then bounce back towards balance? Even if we don't go green, I think if we bounce back towards flat, that should set us up nicely for tomorrow.
All right, guys, we got about 83 likes right now. We want to go ahead and get up to about 200 before the bell. So do us the favor. If you guys want us to go ahead and touch maybe a stock that you guys want us to take a look at, throw it up in the chat and definitely smash that like button so you go ahead and get that stock covered. Let's go to Zunaid here. Zunaid, what's going on out there in the YOLO world today?
Yeah, taking a look at Apple to the upside over 160, just like we played yesterday, and then looking for possibly a dip buy around this 158.50 area. Below that would end up being a short for me. In terms of the SPY, I know Ryan talked about it. For me, it's the 260 area. I wish I woke up earlier for pre-market because there would have been some nice buys right around here. You can see you would have had two. What's up?
460.
Excuse me. Yes, 460. You had some opportunities right there twice. So waiting for it to possibly come back for another dip buy. If not, we'll see what the market gives us. Usually we don't play SPY here, but we might have to try and change that. Another one that's been high flying for the past few minutes is CRXT. Already kind of took off. If it does somehow come back in the $5 range, maybe a dip buy, but honestly, something to keep in mind if this one tries to keep going on. Let's see what the daily looks like here. So it's got a little bit of room, definitely resistance here. It's already past that. Excuse me, a pre-market. So $10 looks to be like the next spot that I can go to, but something to keep in mind. AMD is another one that I'm taking a look at here. It's already, I was hoping for it to not do this move. I was hoping for it to be around 160 with that open at the gap up, but it's already moved up. So honestly, this one, it's going to be a little tough for me to play because it's already pre-market high. So we'll see what it does to kind of set things up. Maybe this 162 as it was previous resistance in pre-market, as you can see right here. So I'm going to go ahead and set an alert here at 162.12 to maybe try to grab some calls on the dip if possible. But those are the four stocks that I'm taking a look at right now.
Yeah, you remember yesterday when we started seeing AMD move, we liked it, right, Zunaid? It was pushing through there. We said maybe 160s, and actually now you're at 163. So really nice rip there at AMD, and we actually talked about it going into kind of that 10:50 time yesterday, where AMD really started getting strong. So definitely we'll keep an eye out on AMD. Take a look also at Nvidia, of course.
Yeah,
it's been a monster lately. And
those YOLOs that we took yesterday for the 350s for NVIDIA, you were up 100% on that. So if you sold some, congratulations, because I don't think they're worth 100% now. But something to keep in mind, if it can get over 336, we'll just call it about 336 or so. Looks to get some calls to continue the rise because I don't think it's got plenty of room to all-time highs, which is about $10 away. So if the market cooperates, we should be all right.
All right, let's go ahead. Let's start taking a look at some of the stocks mentioned in the chat and also what I'm taking a look at today. So first thing we're going to take a look at is what's up, what's down, right? So utilities has been doing great lately. So I'm going to go ahead and give you two of those. Duke and POR are some of the ones that I'm watching. If you look at this POR, it does have a nice setup. It's been trying to get above 50s, make a move towards 52s. We'll see if we get that move today. Of course, if energy and utilities are going up, I'm going to be looking for the SPY to be on that down move, pulling down here towards 456. Another thing that could happen is financial services to make a bounce, right? So these have been pulling back. But when the market was pulling back a couple of days ago, it did have a nice spike. So look for these maybe to get a lift today. Stocks like that, you can look at maybe Goldman Sachs to find a bid here around 380s, then push right back up there towards 390s. Bank of America is another one we can take a look at, getting down there towards support. Look for a bounce back up there towards 46. And of course, I'm going to be looking at these if I continue to see the SPY on the downside. But if we get the bounce there, and we get back above this 463.50s that we fought yesterday to get above, then I'll be looking for some tech stocks to start moving. We can take a look at the Qs. We've been pushing on back here. So take a look at some of these like MU, of course, are going to be on radar. And we're going to look to see what stocks actually move here out the gates. If you look, technology stocks are kind of up here out the gates, but they can definitely take a downturn here in the semiconductors and the solar stocks here, pushing on up. We'll see if iSun can get going here, but there's really not much on my radar today before the market because a lot of it has to do with that SPY being underneath that 463. Don't want to be trading too bullish if we're underneath that mark. So looking for that to break through so that we can get to the next level and then stay bullish on some of these names in the SPY. All right, catching up with the chat. Looks like a lot of people mentioning Shop. Yeah, Shop.
Why do you think that is, Mitch? Why do you think people are mentioning Shop?
Well, it's one of the things is it's a seasonality play to play e-commerce plays into the winter months and the holiday run, right? The holiday rally, right? I've been looking at these before in October, and I was watching these start making a lift, but they did pull back significantly. Now, one thing that Shop has done is that it's always held these pullbacks. So look for these kind of pullbacks to hold here around 15. But another one you can take a look at instead of Shop is also Meli. Look for that to reverse here because you want to see this kind of give that reversal sign, show you a nice green bar. That could also show you the Shop gets that nice lift. Amazon's also on watch for the same kind of move. We'll see what happens with all these. I would watch them all. You know, one of them might lead and take lead, start ripping, and then the next thing you know, you see the other two lag and start making that move. I'll be watching these to make that lift, and we'll see if these can start popping back again. Any of these that you specifically that you guys like? Maybe Shop, Amazon.
I like Shop. I like Shop because of our guest. Frankly, he got me into following Shop. So.
All right, let's go
Did
ahead.
I spoil it for you, Mitch? I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Let's go ahead. Let's see what else is mentioned in the chat. Then we'll go ahead and bring on our guests in a second here. Looks like we got a couple other stocks being mentioned here. Let's see. AMD, SPY, Clove. Tyler, why are you watching Clove? Let's take a look here. I don't think there's anything going on with it, but yeah, it's down to 5. Oof. I know how it is holding that bag. It's okay. It happens, man. Helion mentioned. So HLYN. HYLN. Let's take a look here. Down to 653. Not looking bueno. It was looking like it wanted to get back out of this trend here. Came on up there towards 9 and really just dumped back down. Got to be careful with these. Just like you're going to see a couple of these probably doing the same looking chart. Romeo Powers, same kind of chart, breaking down almost down to $4. So you got to be careful with these specs. They came back in favor for a little while there, but now they're out of favor again. So you have to make sure that you're in on the right plays here, especially when it comes to specs. All right, let's go ahead. Let's keep going. What other stocks are being mentioned in the chat?
Tesla.
I'm curious who this guest is.
we're gonna surprise you, Zunaid.
All right, let's go ahead. Let's take a look at Tesla here. Tesla is pushing on up. We had a guest yesterday that did a nice breakdown of a trade on Tesla. They were talking about how the little bull flags yesterday, those were the ones that he was attacking. We're going to look to see if Tesla can get through that high. The high is that 1145. That's what we want to see it rip through. Can we get through that level today and see another push on up there towards 1150? We'll see if we get that lift in Tesla and continue making the move. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's get to it. Now, one of the things that we want to do, guys, is definitely bring on some other traders so that you guys can get some other perspective. Today, we have Brett Simba in the back. So I don't know if you guys want to start singing The Lion King, but let's go ahead. Let's bring on my man, Brett Simba. What's going on, man? Can you hear us?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you. What's up, man? You're on.
What's going on? How's it going?
What's up, man? Should we sing the Circle of Life?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's get it started. Simba Stocks. I saw everyone in the chat definitely going off there. Let's
just jump right into it. Brett, what is the plan on Shop today?
All right, so today we had there was a nice after hours yesterday. It was on CNBC. They had a pop up to like 1590, I think, or 1585 pre-market, and that was the opening candle from. Can I share my screen?
Yeah, go for it, man. I know there's a lot of things up there, but go for it.
Yeah. All right, cool.
Boom, it's up.
Cool. All right, so yesterday, right, we had that dip on Shop. Overall Black Friday sales, like worldwide, were down. but Shop was up, I think it was 20 or 25% year over year. So it was like, it was like good and bad somewhat. But anyway, so we had that big dip in the morning. We recovered basically to the open, right? And then we had a little bit of a dump, and then we had a push right back above the open yesterday. And this was going to be a tough level anyway, because that's where we were resisting on, what was that, Wednesday? Yeah, no, Tuesday, right? Tuesday. And then we got the big pop pre-Thanksgiving, and then obviously, with the variant, huge dump, right? So today we're basically looking, and it was on my top pick for the week above 1585. We already took some swings. We opened some spreads actually around like 1550. They were only $100 to make 500 if we hit 1625. So really we only need like a 1% move right now, and we should be up like 350, 400% on those. I'm not looking to take max profit unless we get like a surge, but if we get above 1600, I'm going to double any naked calls that I have. We mostly do options, right? So I think if we get above, I'm going to be honest, like if we get above 16 and NQ starts to trend back up today, because we were up pretty well yesterday. I think it was up like 0.25% at night, and then overnight in the late hours we dumped, right? China was down pretty bad. CL dumped too. So if we can get back above 16, I mean, I'm going to be honest, like my target's like 1700 this week. So those should go like 800 to 1,000%, hopefully. That's what I'm looking for. With Shop, I'm mostly sized very small compared to my other positions, and then I add into strength, because mostly with Shop, the spreads are whacked out. They're literally insane. So, right off the bat, you're always going to be down if it drops like $1 or $2 from where you enter, like 5%, 10% on any call for the most part. So you always want to size smaller when you play Shop, but you want to always take advantage of the moves it makes, right? Because they're pretty erratic moves. It can have like a 4 or 5% day, and you make 200, 300%. So when you're managing your risk on Shop, you have to always be willing to hold through some pain. At least that's what I always tell people when we trade Shop. So right now we're getting that pop, hopefully at 16. So the calls we took yesterday should be pretty good, but I saw you guys talking about AMD before. Yeah, AMD, huge dump at the open, right? And then it just actually filled that move above where it was at after hours. I think that was riding off the news that they're doing the Ryzen chip for all the Tesla Model Ys in China. So that's doing good. And I think it's a new all-time high right now. Yep, just hit new all-time highs.
Yeah, and you also had an AMD. The reason that I liked it yesterday when I traded and also wanted to keep it on it today is because you had someone purchase about $2 million worth of contracts. They had purchased the 414, what is that, January, February, March, April? There you go. I'm still like a fifth grader. April 14, 2022 calls, the 190 strikes. I mean, that's a pretty $30 away. So that's the reason I liked it there. But hopefully it gives some consolidation before it continues to go over 164.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's gonna hit like one. There was a bunch of traders on Twitter, like Shinobi and Prophecy. I don't know if you follow them. They're saying like 170 this week. I agree. Usually, whenever you get like this consolidation here, right? When you get like a weak consolidation right below an all-time high, as long as you get a good push with some volume, which was pretty good here, you're probably going to see another like 4 or 5%. Like everything's been doing that, especially these chip stocks, right? You take a look at Nvidia. Whenever it breaks, it goes another 3-4%. Same thing with Nvidia. If it can get back above, pretty much right here, 335, probably will hit like 345, 350. So these all-time high moves are the best if you get some nice volume, right? Yep. And you get pop or a pre-market pump. As long as you either going to see a little bit of a dip, right? Maybe like 25, 30% of that move, and then a skyrocket up, or just a gap and go.
Yeah, no, I agree. Those two definitely should be fun to play today.
Yeah, so to be honest, I gotta watch what I'm in at the open. I know we're gonna like take some trades live, but we have 160s AMD from yesterday. We got 160 Apple calls as well. Apple was doing pretty well yesterday. I think Apple will take a little bit longer, just obviously because of the amount of money you need to move that, right? But Apple, if it can get back above, it's going to be harder. I don't think it's going to do the explosive move that like AMD and Nvidia did, right? But if Apple can get back above 162 by tomorrow, I think we could see a nice move into the end of the week as well.
Yeah, should be fun.
Yeah, I think Kevin's coming up. Let me see.
All right, definitely. As you guys see, yeah, we got here the one, the only. I think we're gonna.
I'm gonna be your mighty king. Enemies be
You
Wow.
guys watch out there. Watch out there. We're coming through. We got the Simba here. Smash the like, guys. Seeing about 200 likes. Let's get it on up there. Can we get to 800 today? What? Get it on up. Smash up that like. Let's go. All right, guys. We're almost to the bell here. It's at 9:26. So you guys in the chat, if you guys want to start throwing up some stocks that are on your watch list, definitely throw them up. We'll take a look. And if you guys do see a big mover in the market, make sure that you throw those up in the chat. We'll take a look at them as they're moving into the market. And let's keep going.
Got about a few minutes till the open.
Yeah, we're pretty much. I'm pissed that we gapped down because you see these moves pre-market, right? Like they're filling all the way pretty much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it sucks.
Yeah.
That's what sucks.
Already filling the
buyers
gap,
get exhausted a little bit pre-market, right? I mean, nothing
Exactly.
crazy because there's not a lot of volume, but you know, it's just annoying because today would have been a real smash of a day if you
100%
like this buying come in. So
I'll take the other
100%.
side of that, though. I mean, the fact that we gap down, it'd be easier to find relative strength, right? So if we gap
For
down
sure,
and we
yeah.
actually hold, and some of these stocks are actually stronger and moving off those levels, that might give us a better idea of what to go for. So
I'll take the compromise view. I'm okay with the gap down. What I'm not okay with is a pre-market move already happening. You know what I mean? Like $5-6 already in Nvidia. Like, hang on, wait till 9:30. Buyers, relax.
yeah.
wait till Zunaid
I can't buy contracts. Yeah, right. Like Simba feels a pain.
When you do gap just to the like previous open, like for instance, like AMD's at
It already
right
beat
at
yesterday's
like
high.
after hours level, right? When you gap right there, if you get that little dip, you know that where's your play to go long? Basically, just if it pops back above there again.
Right.
That's like a double touch of resistance, right? So that third touch, if you break and go, there you go. You got relative strength, like you were saying, Ryan, and then you can just push up.
Yeah, and I mean, looking at it now, we're
right now just broke
on the Dow. We were at minus 400, so we're already up off the lows. I think the open's going to be choppy, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, Tesla just broke yesterday's highs.
All right, guys, like always, smash that like. We're going to continue live trading here into the bell. Looks like we got another guest to join us. Smash up. My man Kevin joining in the house.
What's up?
Is it cold in there?
It's definitely cold in here.
I feel you. I know how it is. I wait for my computer to warm me up.
It's 6:28 in the morning.
Oh, I know how it is, man. Are you on the west side?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to be at that point.
Unfortunately.
Hey, I know how that goes.
At least you get done with work at 1. You know what I mean?
I'll get done with work by 8, by 7:30. Watch.
Hey, I'm ready to go all in. You tell me what to play. I'm putting my grandma's money in the house.
All right, Kevin, if you want, you could
also
also
hit on Amazon today you got to hit on Amazon Live so I can play the song.
Tesla.
Look at shop right now.
Tesla just broke yesterday's high.
Yeah, Tesla's looking good right now, right at that 1150 mark. We'll see if we get through there.
Why is shop up that much?
You shop right now? Let's go. Yeah. Those spreads are gonna hit huge.
What time?
Yeah, AMD. Right
We
now
got
it's
929
and Tesla.
930. Let's go. Let's do this thing.
Yeah, if it breaks that
15
164,
seconds.
definitely
15
grabbing
seconds.
calls.
AMD shop, Roku.
Kevin, if you could do me the favor, if you want, you can share your screens. I don't know if you want to bring them up. But
I'm using my my two monitors.
you're good, man. Not a worry then. Well, you just let us know what you're seeing out there. Let's get right to it, guys. If you guys see anything moving
I'm
out the
looking
bell,
at Tesla
let me know.
above 1148.
All right, I got like the whole
It
boiler
just
in here,
fucking-
so
it just-
all right,
it
I
just
gotta call
broke.
out some shit real quick. So guys, if you swung those AMDs, trim here 50% on those. If you took the Netflix, 20%. If you took Shop yesterday in the chat, 1650s are 55%. If you took the spreads, those are 250 to 300%. Trim those. Okay, just had to get that out there.
I'm waiting.
And
35.
if you took those Rokus, let me see. I have those on my other account. Oh,
Let's go Tesla.
AMD came right down.
wow, Shop. I'm not even gonna be able to add right here. This is what I hate. But I could have just hit 17 today. you could see some crazy moves in 1620. All right, I'm watching Roku above 235, hopefully. Wow, what a day.
Kevin, are you waiting for Tesla to break 1150 to go long, or what do you
No,
think?
I already entered 20 contracts. I'm just waiting for it to I'm gonna add at 1152 because 1145 is actually a daily level that it's tried to break several times. So
Which contracts are you in?
20 contracts at 1150.
1150. So
With you, 1150s. Damn, they're expensive this week. We got that gap.
All right, guys, from the open, we only have basic materials going into the green.
Shit. Shopify 1627. Those spreads are in the money. Wow.
This is the life of a degenerate.
I'm still holding. I have like 80K those calls.
I like
AMD's coming down to that 162.
Lucid breaking highs from yesterday. If you guys are still in those 53 calls, those are. I entered a lot of stuff yesterday. I'm gonna be honest. So like, I'll let you take some stuff, Kev. I know you're flat, or you were flat.
PTPI is gonna halt.
I'm up 10% on Tesla.
Yeah, Tesla pushing that 1152 here.
Yeah, that PTPI, if it can get over pre-market highs.
Here's a nice one. I like this BFRI here, setting up at $7. It just went right below it now. Looking for a push here to 750. We'll see if we get it.
Oh my God.
Tesla 1154.
Shop 120%.
It's up $10.
AMD.
Bro.
I'm watching Apple here too.
I wonder where Boeing is gonna go.
What do you have on Tesla there? You could probably hit the next. You're good until like 68, I think.
Yeah, I'm holding mine.
Yeah, right here, like 68-ish, right up here. 4 hour. Yeah. 66, 68. Yeah.
So if you guys didn't know, the support resistance that I make, I base it off of like daily, 4 hour, and like weeklies, and I'll make every single one a different color, so I know.
So is your chart like?
It's like a rainbow.
Rainbow?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kevin's is crazy. Like he'll
I'm gonna need you to on Twitter or something. I'm gonna need you to post something because that's just madness.
Kevin will have the daily levels like this, right? But they're all like different colors or whatever. So then like when you zoom it, so like I usually have the same thing sometimes, but I usually just look at it pre-market and like have my levels drawn. But it's easy because then when you guys switch to the 5 or 15 minute right now, right? You see that what happened when you broke above that 1148, 1150 level, right? You get a surge, right? So if you get a 5 minute close above there, you're usually going to head where? Probably somewhere around the next level. So that, what was it, 66 actually? So something like there. That's where you should see some rejection there or some type of flag for another move higher.
I think Amazon can rip above 35.78.
Yeah, I have 35.
How's that look too, Amazon?
I have 35.83 from yesterday.
I have 10 contracts of Amazon.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab Amazon.
So if you guys can see my screen, I mean, yeah, you guys. Where is that thing at?
Let's see, Roblox.
If you guys can see my screen, I'm currently up 10,000 on the day.
Here, I'll put you full screen so they can see that. There you go.
Look at that.
You guys have it.
That Tesla contract, right?
So 4,000 on Amazon and 7,000 on Tesla. 5,000, 6,000 on Amazon. I just told you guys I thought it was going to go up above 35.77.
Bro, playing $32 contracts is insane. Props to you. Yeah. I'm out here looking at the 1200s. I'm like, yeah, maybe we might even do that.
I gotta show Kev up a little bit with shop.
That is what we call on here. That's what I call a money bag. Money drop
money
there.
bag.
Drop the money. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, look at Kevin. Kevin dropping it in the stream there. Hey, Kevin, drop it like it's hot.
I gotta show you with the shop gains now.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. I got you. Let me get you full screen here. Boom, boom. There you go, guys. What's up? Smashing open.
Yes, sir. And that's not on the chase.
Are those on the spreads
The
that you
one
played,
I
or are
know
those
about
directional?
The chase account is the one that I just swing on, and sometimes I'll forget it's on there because I barely day trade on there, and I'll be like, shit, I got shop calls on there.
Are those from the spreads that you played, or are those directional calls?
Those are directional. Oh yeah, the spreads here. So we took a spread yesterday. I posted this on IG. These are they're right here. We did these 16-20, 16-25 spreads right here. We got them at 85.
I got
Someone just commented on the live, expecting me to believe he just booked 3K. Man,
that's what we bought. We bought them yesterday at 85. These will be max profit. The max profit on these is 500. Well, I'm sorry. The sell is 500, right? So the max profit on those is 415 if you bought them at 85. So $85 to make 415. All we need is a close pretty much above 1625, right? I think I told you guys, we went over spreads the last time I was on, right? Basically, you just are looking for the stock to break your upper leg that you're selling. So if you're selling 1625, buying 1620, you just need to pop up above 1625. So right now, actually, I'm going to take, just in case, it's always good when you do spreads to take like 3 of them, because what you can do is usually trim 1 or 2 when you're up like 150, 200%, and then that third one just becomes a free trade at that point.
Yeah, just got to scale out because you never know what can get.
Yeah, and especially with spreads, right? So with spreads, you can get filled pretty crazily because there always can be a little bit of an IV spike in certain strikes. So when you get that spike in a certain strike, then you're able to exit the trade, for a quick gain, even though it might not have actually been, accurately priced right around there. So
yeah,
especially with shop, because the spreads on shop are like $3-4 sometimes.
Gonna take a day trade here on BFRI, guys. Long here at 680s. 680s. Gonna look for a push back up 7. Let's see if it gets through there. 670s would get me out. 10-cent risk here. Let's get it through 7. If it gets through 7, it could start pushing through that 730. Let's see what happens here. I'll put my chart up so you guys can see that trade here.
What was your stop on that?
670s right underneath it.
Gotcha.
Hey Brett, that 1630 is rough, huh?
For shop, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you have all this.
Amazon is like in between 35.64 and 35.80. But if you look at the 30 minutes, it's like it's forming like a triangle, so you know that there's like a lot of demand there still. So
yeah.
QQQ
just wicked that low from yesterday's close, 399.30.
I like to wait. Like literally, I'll hold like a 10% downside, and I'll risk like 100,000, and then I'll hold like a 10% downside because I know that. Because I know that it'll go back.
Kevin also usually goes like right at the money or in the first strike in the money, so his risk isn't too bad when you decay sideways.
Yeah, Theta won't screw you like that. That's always a good way to go.
Yeah,
I'm still keeping an eye on this.
It's hard to play it on like smaller accounts, right? Because you obviously can't go in the money on like Amazon, Tesla, Shop, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But that's why I say, for the most part, I go a couple strikes out of the money, and I go in usually on a pump, above pre-market highs, etc. So what I'll do is I'll size smaller, right? Just because obviously I'm taking on that additional risk.
Yeah.
But with that additional risk comes a higher percent gain. So
no, that's the risk reward. AMD, by the way, looking to break that 163. I'm going to go ahead and grab a couple of calls here. The 165 expiring this week. Just be careful with this. Stop loss would be below 131, but at that point, you might bleed a lot of the contract value. So just keep an eye on that. It's tried it a few times already to break that 163. After 163, you'll be clearing 164 and marching on upwards, but something to keep an eye on.
AMD, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
AMD is the fresh news with Tesla too, so I think that could really be a driver for this. I actually like it a lot.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if we get that pop back above 164, I'm pretty sure we're gonna hit 170 this week.
Yeah. It's kind of like you'd scale in here, and if it breaks 164, then you really would kind of turn up things. By the way,
you turn it up.
You've got
you could even a good strategy too. Like right now, you could buy like 160. What is it? 162s or what do they do on that chain? Do they do 50s?
Yeah, they got 162.50 is if you're trying to go out the money.
Yeah, so like right now I'd go like like if I was gonna scale in, I do 162.50, and then as we get that pop to 164, that's where I'd add like 165s.
Exactly.
Right?
Yep.
So,
it's coming back down. So risk reward wise, getting it closer here would be better. By the way, in Live Nation, you've got, this is a much longer dated one, but you've got a $1 million sweep on Live Nation is expiring September 16th to 115. I'm not going to grab that because that's way out there. But if Live Nation can go over 106.5, might be something to keep an eye on.
All right, guys, I want to take a second here, guys. I am seeing in the chat there a lot of people talking. Guys, remember, like always, what we do here on live trading with Benzinga, it's not about the money. It's about the process out there. Seeing a lot of people trying to argue about paper and real money. You're stressing about something that you shouldn't be stressing about, guys. Let's go ahead and focus in here on the process. That's what it's all about, because if it was about copycat trading, we'd probably be on a different platform. But we're trying to teach you guys our process, not get you guys to copy it, because that's not going to get you anything. Learn from the process, guys.
AMD went ahead and took some more contracts. It got filled at $2.68.
Testing the highs.
I'm grabbing shop here.
I repeat.
1625 is at 29.
I have 31 contracts of Tesla right now. I'm up like 14 grand. And this is not fake.
Stop here. Paper. Who said paper? Literally green on the bottom of TOS. Like, you can literally tell right there. Come on.
Like always, Ben, there's always going to be people that will not like what you're making because they're looking at their P&L, right?
Oh, we got haters.
You know how it always.
Trust me.
Trust us.
And I mean, it never goes away. The day that the haters go away, I mean.
10% on those shop. I want a 1630. Let me see. I want that pin at 1630 today for the close.
This YouTube is live. You might have a slight, maybe second or two delay just from kind of
just streaming. Yeah,
just because we're streaming. But other than that, it's just as live as it gets, guys.
It's literally like 5 seconds. I'm watching it right now. It's like 5 seconds, not even something like that.
Yeah, it's literally less than 5 seconds.
Amazon consolidating here at that 35.65 level. Yesterday's close.
Jeremy calling
Amazon
out.
Jumped that hard yesterday. Honestly, it had a nice run. It looked like it was going to rip to 36.
Lucid being called out here in the chat. It is pushing there. Thank you, Jeremy.
I have a 1K challenge going on, and that's the main signal we're in right now. We're in $53 calls.
That's not a bad one. Lucid holding that 50 yesterday, really giving that upside look. As long as it keeps that 50, you're looking good on the upside there.
Yeah, you've got about $3 left.
Wow, Lucid just completely.
Yeah, bro. I think you dropped off a boiler at the end. We got in 53.
No, I also dropped the swing in the group.
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah, in TCS.
Yeah, but like I low-key got scared in the morning because of how it fell. But look at it.
I know, bro. Everything was down huge right in the morning.
It just broke.
Shop this morning at 4:30 on Webull and on.
I'm gonna tell you this though, Tesla's being slow as fuck this morning. These names are usually not this slow every single morning. I don't know.
Yeah, the SPY is kind of sideways. It's not really helping overall market, just going sideways. A little chop here.
This is like one of those things where we end up breaking at like 10 a.m. Oh, there you go, Tesla.
Yeah, Tesla new high.
Lucid on that 1 minute, you had 1.5 million shares. Now it's at 56.
Yeah, Lucid's pushing hard. Is that what's all-time highs?
It's 58, so you still got a couple of bucks or so.
Yeah, 57.84. Yeah, 58.
Huge action in all of the weekly strikes in Lucid too.
Yeah.
Wow. Amazon.
Next resistance for me is 56.50s. We'll see if it gets up there.
Amazon is trying. 35.80s.
Apple pushing yesterday's highs.
Frog starting again.
The Progger?
Yeah, approaching 350 here. Big seller at 350.
Trying Apple 162.50s here.
Meli pushing hard. That was one that I was looking at. I know you boys are trading Shop and Amazon, but Meli is another one I like for reversal.
Let's see, Meli. Oh yeah, Meli looks good.
Yeah, they trade very close hand. Shop.
Yeah,
Meli
my buddy
and
trades
Amazon.
them all the time. He does shares mostly. I took
can't blame him.
162.50s on Apple. I'm waiting for this consolidation right here at yesterday's high. You can see right here, and then for a sweep up. So hopefully we get
look, that's 22 grand on Apple. I mean on Tesla. I'm sorry.
You closing everything, or are you waiting for a little bit more push?
I'm not closing.
66. Yeah, look at that 66.
I mean, I made 70 grand yesterday. In my head, I'm like, if I make 20, it's like, damn. I don't know. Maybe I'm
Meli. Damn, Meli's been on that. Whoa.
How do you spell that?
That's scary.
How do you spell that? M-E-L-Y?
M-E-L-I. This is a good level though for Meli. Like in general, like if you could take a swing, this is where this is like what I look for on spreads, right? So like for me, I'd look for a spread. I mean, I could look right now, but let's wait a few minutes.
That's the 52-week low.
There you go, 62 on Tesla. Anyway, so on Meli, right? This is a key resistance, right? That we broke back above, excuse me, last year around the same time. Retested it here, popped back up, and then we made fresh highs, right? Came back down, basically retested this level here, held it here, came up, double top pretty much here, and then bounced back down. Heavy aggressive selling. This is a good spot to take a spread long. So like this is where I would take, this is where I'd take something like 1450, 1400s or 1450, 1425, something like that. Just target this previous low here for like, I don't know, like a 2-month swing or a month swing, probably like a month swing. And those usually will pay. Let's see what those are going for anyway.
Hey, okay, never mind.
AMD, if you look at the 10-minute, you had the wick where it kind of tested the lows again. It came right back down. So we're still in those contracts for AMD, looking for a push above 163 on its march towards 164. So still in that trade. Did you grab those Apple calls, the 162s?
Yeah, I got those.
The 162.50s?
Yeah, 160. I got the 162.50s at 109. Sorry, 108. Right now they're just sitting at 110. Those will get a spike once we break the yesterday's high. But yeah, this AMD is good, right? So this is like what we were talking about too. When you get that opening, what we were just saying, if you guys tuned in right before the open, right? We were all just talking about when you hit like either yesterday's highs, right? If you have a gap down and then you hit like yesterday's highs, or in this case, it was yesterday's after hours high, right? You usually will get some type of dump. You want to see it dump to either the previous level right here, right? So this was the close yesterday, right? From the after hours. You want to see some support come in. So we have 3 different wicks here, right? And then we see what? Basically, sometimes you could say this is also like some type of bear flag if you look on the smaller time frames. But this is actually my favorite type of pattern to play to the upside, because when it gets invalidated to the upside, you usually get a surge past that high.
Now your Apple calls, right? They're moving up nicely here. Is your profit target, like where are you kind of thinking profit targets?
I mean, so how I trade is any day trade that I enter, I always enter pretty much anything at least with a few contracts, like at least like 3 to 5, at least. Sometimes, you know, on this Apple, I have 25, you know, because it's cheaper. But what I'm looking for is basically a nice move. Again, we were targeting today 162, right? So at 162, I'm going to look to take some profit. But really what I'm looking for is a daily close at 162 or above it. That way we can swing these for the week. Because what I look for on most of my day trades is anything that can turn into a swing. So those are the only types of trades I take, because I want my runners to make me and, you know, whoever is following along the most money. So I really make a majority of my money on runners.
I got you. Yeah, definitely something to work on for me in terms of runners, because I like to close that out during the day, right? I mean, I'm not. Man, I've had enough prayer beads during the march. I'm like, I'm just trying to take my profit and run.
Yeah, the easiest way to, like, you know, to ease your mind a bit is to take, you know, if you're taking, like, let's just say, you know, anybody really could have taken like 10 contracts of this, you know, just like, or even 5 or 3, right? Right now we're up 22%, right? So when we get to 162, we should be up like 35-40% at least, right? So what you could do is just take off a third. If it dumps a little bit, take off another third into profit, and then you have that last third of your position. It's riding for free pretty much at that point. You know what I mean? So if you get that nice daily close, you'll swing it. If not, you can close it. So you're always going to be locking in those gains. You're never really going to come into any type of loss as long as you're getting that surge.
Yeah, no, it's making a nice move with those contracts are at the 140. AMD still trying to figure out its life.
Brett, when did you enter Apple?
I entered it on that right here. I entered it right here, 160.90. Those are up 32%, 162.50s.
Crazy.
We're bleeding a bit on Shop, but again, guys, I said in the beginning with Shop, this is the type of stock that you got to size smaller and hold through a little bit of pain, right? You held through yesterday's pain a little bit. You saw the reversal back up. Shop likes to usually hit those daily levels and have a huge bounce. Amazon pretty weak today. Tight candles. Look at this.
I think I'm gonna tell you this. This is just my opinion. I think it'll break out by 10 o'clock, which is 1 o'clock.
Amazon?
Here. Yeah. If you go on the 15-minute, you can see that
you're 1 o'clock. I mean, you're 10 o'clock.
Yeah, you can see that it's like it's within like a chart. Look at Tesla.
Lucid and Tesla both breaking the highs here. All right, I'm taking this. So right now, this is where I'm taking my first trim on Apple. To be honest, there's no reason to, because if you look at the 5-minute, right, you're just getting increasing volume. But just because my target was 162 and we're right below that, we're hitting 40% here. So I'm gonna take a couple of contracts off.
Nice, good call, man. I'm still waiting on Grandma AMD to make its move past 163.
Yeah. Luckily, for instance, AMD, we took yesterday as well. We actually took AMD right here. And this is an exact example of what I was talking about, right? So I think we took AMD, we took it somewhere around here. I'm not too sure when I opened it. I have it here. I can look at the order, but this is where we took it. I know we took it right around about 1 o'clock or 12 o'clock, somewhere around here. And basically we trim, you could trim obviously towards the end of the day, right? But why would you close fully when it's Monday and you have a daily close at the highs, right? New all-time highs, the highest daily close that you've had, to date, right? You have a nice consolidation like I was talking about. This is the perfect setup, and you had that news catalyst, right? So that's 3 out of 3 things. Why wouldn't you hold some runners, especially because you have 160 calls? You're how much, you're how far deep in the money now? $2-3, right? So even if you open flat, we were only down literally if it opened, well, when it did open, when it dipped, down to 161, 65, we only lost literally 5-10%, right? Because we're already that deep in the money. So these are contracts that I like to hold, and it's not a good idea to hold, if we get to 165, that's where I'd close, and then I'd, wait and see what I want to get into, maybe let a little dip happen and then grab 165s. But you don't want to be bag holding in the money calls more than 4 or 5% in the money, in my opinion, just because you're holding so much premium at that point. It just sucks to lose it if you get some type of news. All right, Apple right here, 50%.
That was nice.
Yeah, went right to 162 and pedaled 5 cents
right now. We're gonna pull up the Apple chart.
So
everybody should be up in here. I'm sure some people have. If you're bag holding Shop, like I said, the hardest part. I'll say this. Well, let me go over Apple real quick. So Apple, right? We have this 162. Why did we want to take some profit right there? Well, this was our previous high, right? Like I said, I think we're gonna smash through there this week. This looks like a great candle, but just keep in mind, it takes a lot of money to move Apple, right? $2.65 trillion company, right? So a 1% move, a 1.5-2% move on Apple is huge. These runs here, they look like huge candles, right? But relatively speaking, they're only 1.5, 2.8, 1.5, 1.7% moves, right? So it takes a lot of money to move Apple. So I think we're gonna still make that 164, 165 target for the week. But now we're back holding in the money, which is good.
Mitch, if you can throw up my chart, I'll quickly walk through a couple of things here. XPV, I know that's something you mentioned, Ryan, so I'll touch base on that as well. Okay. Let me see, Mitch. You've got mine up. Perfect. So real quick, AMD, you can see now we're already pushed through 163. Now we're pushing towards 164. I want to quickly talk about why we went and took it. You can see here, Wicked twice, tried to break the low of day, could not. Why was that a level for me to break? Because we grabbed calls around here, and 161 break was going to be our risk off, because you can see here in pre-market, that's where it tried to break it, had support. So it came up, came back down. Highs is 164. So once it breaks it, we should see some nice movement, but that's the reason on that. XPEV, Ryan, you mentioned this one that's making some moves. This is an alert that I've had since maybe 4 or 5 days ago when we played it last week. Once it breaks 55, it could have a nice move. I believe it's also moving in terms of LI here as well, as you can see.
QQQ pushing hard right now.
Those are the two things to take a look at.
That was a nice
64.
trade on AMD.
Yeah,
What is that, like 40%?
AMD right now, you're up about 40%. So go ahead and trim those as we break 164.
Pull up QQQ real quick. It's
listening
that it's hitting that 400 level right now. QQQ. This is yesterday's close, so if we get a spike above here, we should be set.
Yeah, so we got a high there.
Yeah, text. Yeah, here we go. I just got the alert. So once we pop above here, guys, on QQQ, markets should take higher, and there's Amazon with it too. Like Kev was just saying, right? If you get relative strength in other names too, as soon as you see some love in the indice, any laggers usually will catch up a little bit. So right now, the lagger in the market is Amazon for tech. Netflix is up, right? Netflix had a big move. I have 690s for this week, or 690 I took on Netflix. Reason I took that is because if we can clear that 675 level or so, we should surge back up to the highs.
Now with QQQ around 400, are you grabbing calls here, or are you waiting for it to clear yesterday's highs?
No, I don't like to play the indices too much.
I feel you.
I'll play them towards the end of the day, just because they're cheap and they're nice movers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But otherwise, I'm playing individual stocks. Kev, you're hitting that. You hit fresh highs on Tesla there. 64 was it there?
That's for me.
Yeah, that's a good spot. So like this 1160, so like I don't go for these exact levels. Like for instance, we said 62 on Apple, right? We trimmed at 6180. On Tesla, we just said 1166. So this is a good trim at 63, 64. Shopify back up. Everybody should be up on those contracts.
SPY ripping up.
Yeah, we're gonna
nice push.
It's gonna
everything.
be a good
Everything.
I'll tell you this: when you get a news catalyst, right, like the variant, and you get a heavy aggressive sell-off out of nowhere, on Friday, especially with that low volume, it's a nice reset for the market, right? It's not like we're at the beginning of COVID. It's not like, something that's going to be exaggerated right now.
It's like no one cares.
Yeah, they also they invalidated it a bit, right? They said that it wasn't as deadly. They said it was spreading, but not as deadly. So,
I loved every second of that.
It's definitely a buy the fear catalyst, in my opinion.
Brett, I loved every second of that Friday. I was sitting there looking at my screen. I was like, yes, let us come down more. This is going to be great. This is going to set up for more trades next week. That's exactly what it did.
Yeah, I was we crushed it Wednesday. Wednesday was like insane. Kevin and I, we were trading live. Oh, there you go, 1165, 1166 Tesla. We were trading live, but I took some swings into Friday because Wednesday's close was beautiful on like a lot of names, right? Yeah. We got a lot of support in. It looked great. And then we just got that news and it just screwed us over. So like I took a little bit of an L on Friday, but I bought some dip swings into this week and they paid off. But yeah, that's the only thing, right? When you have those runners though that I was talking about, you can have news come in, something that could crush you, especially when you're in the money. So yeah, right now, there we go. Shop. Who's in shop? We got shop heads in here. There we go. Shop on the bounce. Johnny. Everybody should be up. Apple 60%. Really just waiting on Amazon here, nothing else. But everything else, pretty much, these are levels where I just hold. Some people ask, like, when do you sell or how do you pick a target? I'm not really, and they ask this like every day, right?
Right.
Where are you looking to exit Apple? So right here, right? If you look at like 2 minute.
Yeah, I'll pull it up.
Oh yeah. So I'm
using 2 minute,
5 minute personally, but we see this here. Right? Are you pulling it up? Oh, is it?
Or Mitch, if you got his,
yeah,
there you go. Perfect.
Yeah. So right, we have the 5 minute here, right? Until we break below right where we retested. So here, I'm not out of the trade. So I'm just going to be holding the trade pretty much until we get some type of break below here. Otherwise, there's really no reason, right? We haven't made a new low. We're continually consolidating, right, to push higher, right? So this is a little bit of a flag, especially if you look on the 1 minute, right? And then there we get a pop.
Yeah.
Kevin takes a lot of profit earlier because, I mean, he's in that shit heavy. But like, you know, if you're holding or you have a smaller amount of contracts, there you go on Shop. Everybody should be up 25%. Everybody should be up on Shop. 28.90.
You know, I think once Amazon goes above 35.79, it'll send it flying 3,600.
Damn, Apple. Let's go.
I had the $3,800 calls yesterday, and that was just I was consolidated to death on Amazon yesterday.
Oh, in the beginning at open?
Yeah.
Yeah, 30 minutes, huh? That's brutal.
Yeah, not fun.
Wait, what happened?
Yesterday, I was playing Amazon, and I had the 3800s, and I was telling the guys, I was like, dude, this thing is juiced. I paid about maybe like $4.50 for it, and I was just getting chopped around. Eventually, just sold it, but it was not fun.
Apple making new highs every minute.
Yep. We're just holding that shit.
Why is it going
Those are
up?
90%.
Apple car or something?
Tim Cook said they're buying Bitcoins. I'm kidding. Do not take that to the presser. Do not take that to the presser. You will not hear that on Benzinga Squawk.
So are they really or they're not?
No,
QQQ, you can see here, right, guys? QQQ wicked yesterday's after hours and yesterday's highs, right? We get a close above 401 and we're looking good. There's a channel here. This is the long-term channel. I bring this up all the time. Let me get rid of some of these. All right. This is the long-term channel we've been in since September 2020, right? And you can see here that lot of room, right? A lot of consolidation that we've had pretty much in this range from 401 to 390. And that's because why? Most of these levels now are pretty much buy the dip scenarios. We had that beginning of the month dip, right? Surge, sell off, looked like it was holding. This is why we held some calls, right? Basically just double bottom here, right? Still same support level, right? And then we're getting to move up. So now we're looking to what? Break back to above these, above this upper trend line of this channel, right? I think we're gonna have a market meltdown. Like I'm just saying, like I don't think there's gonna be a crash till like end. As long as there's no, you know, further variant news or you know any COVID news, I think we'll have a pretty big melt up on SPY and QQQ. Really, what we need though is the Russell, right?
Yeah.
Because
we got
small caps got destroyed hard on Friday, right? Airlines, cruise lines, etc. I took some swings here, you know, right? I took swings here. I can't play it on here. Let me use IWM. I took swings right here, right? And why did I take swings here? Because we had a reversal come in, right? Reversal candle right at this previous high, right? Here, right? Aggressive sell-off. And then next day, I think we consolidated. Yep. And then the next day we got that COVID news. So it kind of ruined my trade a little bit. I doubled yesterday, but you know, I have 12.17, so we have to see how we close today. But it's rough for these small caps, man. They got beat up all year. Woo! Apple, let's go.
Apple's definitely making a nice move.
Yes,
it needs
sir.
to.
Yeah, that was nice.
Very nice call. You're up about what 100% on those calls. So shout outs to you, man.
That was insane.
Apple is 102%, 213. We got in at 108.
Imagine buying 1,000 contracts.
My average is 105. I guess. Oh yeah, when I said it was.
Apple contracts are so cheap. It's insane.
Well, the best part about it is also that they're so liquid that the spreads won't kill
exactly.
you.
Yeah,
You know?
you can buy 1,000 and get filled instantly.
I'm still waiting on AMD to figure its life out.
Same with the Amazon. So Amazon has
Man.
a range between 35.79 and 35.64, like I said. But I think it'll break 35.79 and run to 36s.
So like I was saying, like right now, we still have 160s that I called out yesterday. I called them out in the chat and in Boiler, right? We're hitting right now 163. So we're about 2% in the money. So if we go another dollar or so, this is where I'd close those, wait for a dip, and then just hold the 162.50s. And again, we're not getting too much of a spike on those, right? Again, we made 100. Right now we're up 110% on the 162.50s. From yesterday, the 160s were only up 75, right? So that's because, well, we had some consolidation here.
Amazon 35.83.
Amazon good, yeah. 3600s look good here. 3600s are right now 35.50. 35.50. I'll grab a couple of those.
Come on, AMD.
It wants it. Shop. Come on, sweep those highs. I want the 1630 pin. Again, shop. I want that 1700. I have spreads this week all the way up to 1700.
Your upper leg is 1700?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I called those out though on Wednesday because before Thanksgiving, because I post a bunch of spreads on my Instagram. I just go on Robinhood and I'll be like, how to turn $100 into $500.
Yeah.
And those are good. They're pretty good. And I tell everyone in the comments, like, guys, these are going to be a little bit higher risk, right? But you only need one to hit, right? You hit one, you pay for 5, potential losses. Not like we're trying to lose them all, right? But you only have to hit one out of every 5. So if we have at least a 50% win rate, you're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
And we're going for, and on those, we're going for at least 300% to 500%, right? It's a 5 to 1, but we're going for that 300%.
Yeah. Spreads are also fun to play during earnings.
De-risk.
I say spreads are also fun to play during earnings, right? That way you de-risk at least a little bit of the degenerate habits.
Exactly. So like right now, right? We posted yesterday, 1625, 1620. Again, we got them at 85. They're up to 250. I know my thing's delayed, so yeah, there we go.
All right, who just got filled on something?
I just took everything for now.
So look, guys, this is what Kevin was talking about, though, right? Look at it. I drew out exactly how
trade,
Kevin
man.
has his chart.
Nice job.
Look at this daily
It's
level.
giving me a headache looking at it, though.
Look at this daily level. We drew these out. We said when we get a break above 48, we're going to take longs, and we have 66 drawn out, 65.93, right, as our next resistance. Where did we? This has been here the whole time. Where are we seeing some resistance and some selling? Right here. This is always a good spot to take profit. Now, I know Kev's in big, so he probably took it all. But like me personally, right, if you see this coming here, right, what could we possibly be doing? Flagging for a move higher. So I would take off like he did. I would take off like 2/3, and then I'd stop out the rest of it below here. That's how I trade personally, right? Because if you get this breakout here, you're probably going to see that next leg up, right? What's the next resistance here? 74, maybe 74 to 80.
Yeah.
And it's looking like we're going to get that. But again, these daily levels come into play. Again, this is where you want to see some flags come in on the 5-minute, right? 5-minute, 2-minute, 3-minute, etc.
I see a lot of people in the chat hit Apple. That's awesome. That's
everybody.
that's why we
honestly,
do this,
there shouldn't have been one. We talked about that one.
Well played.
Yeah,
well
we
played.
both talked about that one
Awesome.
before, right?
Definitely,
Apple's
guys. Smash up those likes. Get up those likes, guys.
Oh, yeah,
You
guys.
Join those Apple calls, those Amazon calls. Hit that
Everybody
like button.
like and
Smash
subscribe
them up.
right now. Like and subscribe right now to Benzinga, and Kevin and I'll do another discount for the chats. We'll open more boiler room slots if you guys like to subscribe
Boom.
right now.
You see that?
Oh,
Boiler room slots.
bringing the heat.
If we
Yeah,
get-
Apple's all-time high is still about $2 away, so you still have some room to
Damn.
move
Let's
here.
go.
That's
Yeah.
a lot.
This
From
is the
159
time where Kev texts me. He goes,
from 159 to 165. That's how much money is that being thrown in there?
that's a lot. From what? So from 150, what you mean to put in to move it?
Yeah, that's like Billions.
What is it? 150. What was it? It's like 3.5%, right? So yeah, that's got to be.
It's a $6 move, bro.
300 billion, roughly.
Yeah, then I also think about why is so much money getting thrown in here, right? What is going on? Like, there's something going on. Maybe he was right.
There's something going on here.
No inside source for me, I promise.
Oh my god. You know, the funny thing is, you look at the indices on the right here, right? You know, we're not even up. We're barely up.
Yeah, what you got? Let's see. I haven't taken a look at SPY in a minute.
Yeah, you want me to pull a SPY? Here.
We paired off half the losses that we had in the pre-market, though.
Yeah.
So we were down 400. We're only down, what, 220 now?
Oh, we didn't take a look. Moderna. I knew they were going to get hit. Kev, oh my God, bro.
What?
Remember yesterday? What did we say? We literally short. I said to short at 375. Yes, I swear to God. 375 on Moderna. Look where it's at. 344 right now.
That's low as 336.
Ryan, but yeah, that move that you're talking about in pre-market, imagine if we didn't get that move in pre-market and we were able to play options on it at the open. I mean, it would have been a very, very nice
Daniel Buller
range.
I have premium, but you only need pro, in my opinion. Or shit, go with Benzinga, of course.
You guys have a charting platform?
We've got Trading View within the Benzinga platform. So
Yeah.
I don't think I've done it. Do I have to like sync my membership to it, or like what? How does that work? I'm gonna be honest. I don't use the charts.
Yeah, we just license the technology from them. So if you have a premium account, there's no way to log in via Pro, but that is something we'd like to do in the future. So
Yeah,
right
that would
now
be sick.
you just get a Trading View element within Pro.
Yeah, that would be sick. Hell yeah.
ooh, AMD.
So right now, I'm closing those Apple. See a little reversal come in. Me personally, I'm taking off the 160s fully. Those we just closed now for 80%. And then I'm closing 2/3, and I'm only going to let 1/3 ride into the week for the 162.50s. So this is exactly the type of way I take profit or swing trades. And those just closed for 108%.
Good trade, man. Nice. Well done. AMD went ahead and came down and tested VWAP. It is kind of fighting it right now as we speak. So keep an eye on those contracts. Should have scaled out some depending on your account size and what your trading strategy is and all that. But don't let this trade go green. Don't let any trade go from green to red. Excuse me.
I was like, wait, don't let them go green.
Make sure you sell at a loss. Look, at Benzinga, we do things differently. We want you to sell at a loss.
Do that, though.
What are you trying to do? Pay back some taxes or something?
Pay back some taxes.
Listen,
you got to pay taxes if you ain't got no gain.
Around the corner. We know it's December. We're going to get some wash losses here.
Oh, 100%.
Want some wash sales.
100%. No question about it, man.
Look at that.
Mara looking interesting today. Bitcoin stock's getting a little lift there. We'll see what happens. BTBT got the best momentum, little push, but nothing too big there. But keeping an eye on these Bitcoin stocks.
Oh man, I didn't get filled on those 160s. I'm gonna lower it a bit.
Let's see. Speaking of Bitcoin stuff, let's see what Coinbase is doing. It's had a nice move so far.
You know, I still feel like Amazon's gonna have like a big run too. Can someone pull up the
Yeah, what you on Amazon?
Can someone pull up the 15-minute
Here.
Amazon and just extend it all the way out? Do you see that? Do you see that range that is trying to break 30?
Yeah, right here.
3,600 is just tough, right?
Yeah.
But there's also a range at 3,580 that you can trade so that you can ride that move from 3,580 to 3,600.
Everybody always asks when we stream, right? What I use here, this is visible range. It's basically like an easy way to look at support and resistance, right? If I didn't even see these candles, if I didn't even have my candles up and I just had this, I could know that 35.80, right, up to probably that psychological, 3,600.
Oh, you already had that on there?
What? Yeah, you don't have that?
Oh, no, I'm talking about. I thought it was. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Anyway, so right, this is going to be, if you're below this level, it's going to be a heavy resistance. If you're above it, it's going to be a support. So guys, where would we look for support? 35.47, right? 35.50. So, right away, I know that if we break this 3,600, what's our target? 36.75, right? 3,700. So that's an easy way to see, at least on the recent times, right, where support and resistance are. You zoom out to the daily, it's a different story, right? Obviously, on the daily, the highest amount of volume is going to be at 31.90, because how long did we stay around that range? This is going to be the highest. This is going to be the amount of shares traded at X price, right? So that's how that works. Everybody always asks about that, so I just wanted to go over that.
I know that
Apple.
We hit this Apple move, and that's awesome. But I think that this move in Apple might actually help the entire rest of the market. So you might get other plays off this move. This is a huge move.
Yeah, Apple.
Nice
I broke my rule. I broke my rule, right? I said we'll take profits, but it didn't really sweep below this hammer here or anything. So, but again, we're up big and we're letting those runners ride. So now we're just letting those ride. I really want Shop to pop. This 1630 is tough. Lucid, a little pullback to yesterday's high. Tesla still flagging. Netflix looking to flag here. Oh, we forgot to pull up Roku. Please be up.
Tesla still has room.
I like Roku. This is one of my picks for the week. They got some love. Am I still? Oh, you're up there, yeah. But anyway, I liked Roku because they got some love on Friday because it's a COVID stock, right? So they pump up when there's bad news. But also, it's at what? It's at a very key level here. We're down about 50% from the highs, right? A little bit more, actually. So this is also what? The previous breakout zone where we went to these on this huge rip. So I bought some calls for this week. I went in the money. I have 230s. I have a little bit of out of the money 240 in case it gets some love for a pump, smaller size. But this is a good swing level, in my opinion, for Roku because it's kind of like a plus-plus. The market goes up. If we see a rip in QQQ much higher, should see a pump in Roku. But if we get bad COVID news, we should see a rip also. So it's just a decent support level, especially for these shares too, I think here.
AMD's moving.
It's trying, man. It went ahead and held VWAP, which gives me a little bit of hopium, if you will. But, we'll see if it can break those session highs.
What's the chat saying?
If you pull up an hourly on AMD, you can see it clearly broke out of the bull flag. And it's still, I think it can go.
Yeah.
What is Brett talking about with Apple being at 162.50 or breaking yesterday's high? It's way above those. 162.50 was the calls we took. I don't know.
Yeah, that was a strike price that.
Yeah, and then breaking yesterday's high. I don't think I said that for a while. I don't know. That's when we took the calls. Right, we took them right here when it consolidated right under yesterday's highs, right here, 160.90. That's when we got in those 162.50s.
Hey, can you pull up the 30 minutes on Apple?
It's probably fire, right?
Make it big, make it big, make it big. Look at that. Is that where you entered at that breakout right there?
Yeah, right here. Or no, we entered
No, right there at the red line, right?
Yeah, the red line, yeah.
Okay, so make that channel from the top, from the last swing high to the swing low. You can see that
here.
Such a clean fucking channel right there. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, right here, right?
Well, look at the top, the top
that.
160 at 165.7.
165.
All the way on the left.
All the way.
Yeah, there you go.
5.7.
Yeah. The upper one.
Yeah, and then the lower one is from freaking 161.38.
Yeah.
You can make that channel down. That was sick. I just saw it right now and I was like,
These are always nice, right? Because you'll see you get this new all-time high, right? Then you get a pullback to where? Right here, right? Oh, the previous all-time high level where we had some consolidation, right? Pre-market, after hours, and then we saw a pump up. So you always want to have these. These are like the daily levels, like Kev would say, you have drawn out, right? Here, 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 oops, here, right? And when you get these breaks, it's time to go long. Not this one. So now basically just holding for a sweep, hopefully back to where? And this is going to be tough, probably. And you can see, guys, right here, right? This is what I was just talking about. What's going to be a tough level? 163.72. All right, so we're probably going to either consolidate around here or get a push up. So that's why if you look at the 5-minute, or the 2-minute, excuse me, that's why we saw a little bit of rejection, a little bit of a dump, and then a move up. So now maybe we'll flag again for another move higher. We'll see. I just need shop to move, man. I want to see that 5% day.
5% day.
Those are the days that I go streaking in the streets.
When was the last time shop had a 5% day?
Like 2 weeks ago, remember? It had 12% day. I was going nuts.
Oh yeah,
I made like 200K that day. That was one of my biggest. I think I made like, that was the day that shop was up. CRO made new highs.
Oh yeah. Wait, that was that day.
That was actually the most I ever made in one day. I beat one of those AMC days.
Oh, was that the day I made 250 on Amazon?
Yeah, that was that day. And then I was like, oh, I'm right around there with you. But then I forgot I had CRO. But unfortunately, I didn't really take profit because I have it staked. Oh man, that was so nice. You guys know how like staking works?
No, tell me a little more.
So like, basically what you can do is with crypto, you can just basically lock it up, right? So you can lock it up with the exchange or who's ever holding it, the broker, right? So like, let's just say it's basically like, let's just say I locked up I just locked up 100 CRO or whatever. Basically, I earn right now with the amount that I have staked, I earn, I think it's either 8 or 10% a year automatically paid back in CRO. So every term, and you can do different terms, like you can do 1 month, 2 month, 3 month, and you get higher for staking it. You can't sell it. So you're just basically forced to hold, but they pay you an interest in coin. So not only are you holding as it goes up, so I've been staking it ever since, here we'll go to FTX, right? This is my biggest holding. This is the most money I have in anything. It's my biggest allocation of any investment. I was adding this back in March when Kevin first came down here to visit, and I was adding all the way down into the summer, right? I was shorting the market, but I was buying CRO, and now we're hitting these highs up here. So I was staking constantly, so I'm getting paid while I'm staking. Unfortunately, the last time I staked, I did a 3-month lockup. It expires tomorrow. So I couldn't take profit. My target was right below $1. It was 92 cents. I posted that like literally everywhere. I wasn't able to take profit because I'm still staking and I can't sell. And I had only like a week left. So now I only have 1 more day. But it's good and bad, right? Because you can't sell, you can't take profit, you're forced to hold. But it's also good because in crypto, it's very easy to take profits and then see something go up. So, maybe we're just consolidating right here, right? The chart looks great, right? We have a daily hammer coming in here right now, and then we could see another pop up. But when you stake, you're obviously prone to those possible losses.
It's pretty much a nice way to have you leave a runner.
Yep. There you go. Exactly. Yeah. So my goal is I wanted to take a third off. I'm pissed because it would have been nice to take 1/3 off there because I would have been able to buy it back, maybe even at a 25-30% discount here. But yeah, it's basically like earning interest. You can do it with stable coins too. You can do it with like USDT as well.
You were telling me to buy Crow.
I told you.
I didn't buy any Crow.
Yeah, what I do here, I tell everybody all the time, like, if you guys make money day trading, you should always be putting, a percentage of it, first of all, away for taxes, right? And then second of all, into long-term investing. Like, that's really how you start to compound.
That's the best tip you can give somebody.
Yep. Your long-term account will always, unless you're like insane, here every single day, but in the long run, your long-term account will outperform your trading account, because at the end of the day, you don't have to be there day in and day out each day, right? You get some of these dips, they start to accrue. So me personally, I'm not buying any stocks besides Chinese stocks. Those are the only ones really that I'm accumulating long term, but everything else I put in crypto.
You buy any Doge or no?
No, I didn't. I did trade it. I traded Doge. I don't have any invested. I did Shiba a little bit. I made like 2 or 3x on that. Nothing crazy. And then I just put that in other coins.
I respect it.
Oh no, I'm scared. Is the shop down? All right, good. 16.
Yeah, SPY came down just a bit, hitting my VWAP here on TradingView, and it's bouncing a little bit.
We're hitting all those individual levels that we just went over, right? It's funny because all these stocks, we had Tesla, we had Apple, right? We have Amazon. They all hit these hourly, 4-hour, or daily levels, right? And now the market starts to pull back, so they're all hitting them together. Apple actually just broke though, made new highs. Wow, Apple wants it.
Yeah, Apple definitely trying to go.
Like Kevin was just saying, this is a shitload of money. All right, it doesn't even look like it though. Maybe not. Maybe there's not a lot of sell orders. Who knows? But what? It's only 10:30. Never mind. Feels like we've been here like 4 hours already.
We haven't had this type of move happen in a matter of like 4 hours.
Yeah, the crazy thing is we've been here less than an hour. It hasn't been an hour.
It's been a while since they made this big move.
Who's still in Apple? Who's in Apple in the chat? Let's see. We want these likes up. Let's get 750 likes. Francisco, what's up with VGX? Yeah, VGX is my my next bag that I'm putting money in daily, right? It's my mini CRO, right? I posted everybody to enter right around here, 250. This is where we entered, 250, right? Consolidation at these lows, and now we're just retesting where previous level here, right? My target on VGX is 15.
Everything's starting to come back, so I wouldn't be worried.
Yeah, you got a little bit of a bounce. AMD's bouncing. I'm looking to see if coin can break that 330 again. I should have got that dip near VWAP, but I did miss it.
Man, I forgot about it.
Yeah. On the pullback, I was waiting it, but it already tested VWAP and continued going, so didn't get a chance to buy that one.
Shit. Damn, Aaron texted me too. He's like, we gotta watch the Bitcoin today, or the stock. I completely forgot that, dude. That rip it open was beautiful. Look at this on coin. Oh, you got it up there, yeah.
Yeah, I got you here.
Crazy, man.
Missed that one, but come on,
that was
man.
Clean too, because it didn't have any. We had an easy level, 321.50, right there, yesterday's high, and all we needed right there. Yeah, you got it right there. Yeah. And all we needed to do was just get a 5-minute close above there, or even a 2-minute push, right? Something like that.
So you prefer, if there's a 5-minute close above your level, that's where you're more confident in getting it.
That's it. That's where I enter.
So not just a wick. You want to see a close.
Well,
if I start to see a surge, like at 9:30, it's hard.
Yeah.
At 9:30, at 9:30, you kind of just got to see how fast. I don't use level 2 either, which I probably should for 9:30, 9 to 9:35 trades, just to see how much is being bought on the tape, etc. Right?
Yeah.
But you're gonna miss out. Like on coin, for instance, right? If you switch to even the 5-minute, you have the 10-minute up right now, right?
Yeah, I got the 10.
If you switch to the 5, right? I could enter there because it's a solid close, but it's already up 2% by the close. So if you go to so then if I switch down to maybe the 2-minute, it's still the same thing, right? So to be honest, I don't think I would have even gotten the trade.
Yeah.
It would have been too late for me. But where I would have gotten in is if you switch to the 2, or you can stay on the 5-minute, yeah, or the 2-minute. Go to the 2-minute.
Let me see here. The 2.
Or you can do the 1. Same thing. Doesn't matter. Right? There's a flag right there. Right below 3. Yeah, right there. Yep. And then you just play that pop. So that next close above 326, you just go on that next run. And it would have been nice too, because when you get that flag, what happens? You get that IV crush, right?
Yeah.
So that's where I'd look for my second entry or first entry if I missed the original Apple. Fuck, man. Holy shit.
But yeah, I never wait for 5-minute candles to close because it'll like.
So you're just going based on the wick move?
Yeah, on the wick or the 1 minute, because sometimes the move's gonna happen within 5 minutes. So it's like,
yeah, you gotta grab it.
Whole candle to close, unless you're looking at the chart from like an hourly perspective. You get me?
Yeah.
If you're looking at a 5 minute, yeah. If you're especially if you're trading the open, like you're either gonna trade the pre-market high or yesterday's high. You know?
Yeah, that's the best way. The best trades, in my opinion, are like this AMD trade, right? Basically, all you want is literally clear skies above the previous resistance, right? The previous day. And what that means is you want to be able to break here and then see a higher move, right? This one we already got the other day. We got yesterday, right? You want to see it break here, right? You want to see it break Friday's high. You want to see it break Wednesday's high, right? Here, right in the morning, right? You get some wicks to the upside. Am I taking this right off the, oh, this is a 15-minute. Oops. Where are we? Oh, right here, right? You want to see it break this level, right? And you can take some calls here. You have to hold there through some pain, right? Because your next, you could have exited here and then taken another trade here, of course. And this is where we took the trade. I think someone mentioned AMD when it was down here. And then we basically marked this level yesterday. This is where we entered right here. Like I said earlier in the beginning, right? We wanted that 160 break and then we got it. And then why did we enter that? Because on the daily, this is clear skies, right? If you get above here, you got clear skies. To where? Probably all-time high. That's exactly what we got. So those are the best types of plays when you're smaller time frames, break above previous day's high, and when you zoom out on the daily, you have oh, my screen wasn't up when I was just showing all that. I don't think, but whatever. But when you break up to the highs, right? I'll do it really, really quick. Again, AMD, right? 5 minute. Again, 5 minute. You have here when you have yesterday's highs, right? So this is yesterday. Okay, we're gonna look on the trade that we took yesterday, right? This was the high from Wednesday. Friday, excuse me. This was the high from Friday. This was the high from Wednesday. This is Monday, right? So what do we look for? We want to pop above here on Monday. So instantly at the open, we get that pop, right? So you could have taken this trade. You would have probably either gotten stopped out or had to bag hold a little bit. Where did we enter? Again, we said we entered right here, right? So that second entry. Same thing as that coin trade, right? That we just pulled up. You want to try to find that second entry. If you reject here, if it flies above here, you'll be good because why? On that daily level, if you get a daily close above here, 158, you know that what? You're going to send to all-time highs. So that's the type of trade I look for, right? Close above yesterday's highs. Now, keep in mind, this is a trade we're looking back at from yesterday as how we took it with clear skies on the daily. So the same thing still on AMD. You can take this trade here. It's a very good trade to swing if you get that daily close, right? Above here. But again, tough spot right now at 164 rejecting.
Yeah, it definitely is having a China wall there at 164. Can't quite keep it above. It broke it a couple of times, but can't stay above it.
Yeah, exactly. So at this point, this isn't where I look for those. So like Kevin was saying though, I'll use the smaller time frames too. Like I don't use the 1 minute personally, but like the 2 or 3 minute in the morning. But now is where I want to see the 5 minute, right? As the day goes on, you're not going to see those real, the 1 or 2 or 3. They're not going to have as much weight compared to like the 5 minute, right? Or at least the 3 minute, because now at least the direction's been chosen for the day. You're getting some consolidation. You don't want to take, a false entry, right? You see on the 5 minutes, all this consolidation. Do you want to wait for that clean break on that 5 minute then? In my opinion, at least.
I think the number one issue that people have literally is I'm gonna say this. It's also I think this game it's such a psychological game.
Yeah. And
like the number one problem that people have is not knowing when to sell and not knowing when to buy, right? And even when they buy it, a lot of people, it's all about like, I don't like a lot of people want more money than what is realistic to what they put in, You get me?
Right,
So
right.
it's like if you put in $500 and you see me or Brett or whoever making like all this money, and then you have this expectation of yourself, it's like, bro, you're not gonna make that much, right? So think of it. I like to look at like percentages. So if you're, if you have a $500 account, you grow it to 1,000. You just got 100% return on your account, which is amazing because what the S&P on average only gives about 12% a year. Am I right? 8 to 12%, right? So it's like I always tell people this: if you are up 10% on your account for the day, then that you did like amazing, right? Even if you're up 1%, that's amazing. Think about it: 252 trading days. That's 252% if you make 1% a day, right? If you make 10% a day, that's what is that? 2,000?
I got it right here. I literally like while you're saying this is something I show literally everybody who just started. I'm still sharing, right?
Yeah, it's all you.
Yeah, so like I show this to anybody who like gets discouraged, right? If you make Kevin just said there's 252 trading days, right? Excuse me. Whoa, voice crack. 252 trading days, right? You're gonna have days where you make 10%, 15%, 20%. You just get that explosion. So a good number to use is just 2%. Now this is for the whole year. Just starting with 2K, you can get to 293K. It's just 2% a day. And it's realistic, right? 2% a day. You're going to have those days where you get beat up. But so the average that, I like to use is about 2%. You do this and an easier way to look at it is there's 20 trading days in a month, for the most part, right? A little bit more on the average, but 3 months, right? Every quarter, you're able to triple your account. If you do that, if you guys do this for literally a whole year, you're going to get to that level. Don't try to turn you see like, you'll see like us. I mean, Kevin went fucking nuts. What are you at right now? What is it at?
I went from 10,000 to 615.
Okay, yeah.
Now
the man's insane.
38 days.
But even if you take it slow, right? You got to realize though, too, at the end of the day, like we've been doing this for years. If you take it slow and you just aim for these small percent gains, you lock them in, you can get to that level by the end of the year. And guess what? If you're trading with 200K by the end of the year, or even it takes you 2 years, if you're just making 1% a month, you're making 44K a month. That's just 1%. If you double that, it gets insane, right? You're making 100K a month.
Yeah.
So, people got to learn that, not everyone's going to be able to snipe things and do 10K to $1 million, 10K to 500K, 10K to 100K even in a month.
Hey guys, just want to put it on alert. Definitely the SPY last 3 candles really bad there.
Yeah.
I don't know if Powell's saying something bad right now. I know there's a lot of people were saying that he's speaking right now, so just be careful out there. But a lot of volume also came in near that 463.58. So if you can get back above that level, it would be looking good for the SPY. We'll see what happens.
I got to get rolling. I got to get back. Brett, Kev, awesome. Hope to see you guys back on.
Later, my man.
Trade, my man. Stay green, folks.
See you later, Ryan. TTD.
Yeah, we're getting a pullback. Is Powell on right now?
Yeah,
he's talking about transitory and stuff.
Transitory.
Powell, time to retire. Shit, what does it say? Time to retire. Somebody said time to retire the word transitory. Holy
there
shit! That's what unusual whales just tweeted.
I swear, someone just gave him that word last year and was just like, "Just use it, man. Just use it. Just say."
You know how you have like you have
it's
pay per
neutral
click.
Fucking...
You have pay per click. Someone just said the more you use this, the more we'll pay you.
Damn, that was a pretty aggressive dump. Apple's still holding up well.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, AMD just went ahead and
Amazon
tried to test the lows.
51.
Netflix got crushed there.
You know how I told you I color code my stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I gotta see. Look, I gotta follow you on Twitter because I want to see the
I'll share my
rainbow that
screen.
you have on your screen.
Oh my god.
Share screen.
Because that's madness, my friend.
Open system.
Oh god, are you pulling up the TOS?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up my TOS.
Just
Your
don't give me
TOS
an
gives me
aneurysm.
anxiety.
Yeah, I was about to say don't give me a panic attack.
No, you're not.
It's like we're at a
You
rave.
see it?
No, wait, switch it up.
Nah, make sure you're sharing whatever you're.
Oh wait, who's the host?
Mitch, are you able to switch it to Kevin if he has it up, or do you not have it up, Kevin?
I don't see anything. That's the
Kevin,
real.
you hit share.
Hold on.
Go to the StreamYard and then hit share on the bottom.
I have to go to system preferences, security, and private.
Okay.
My boy about to get hacked everywhere.
Security.
Everybody get ready. There's a seizure warning here for the amount of colors.
What are you talking about, dude? I don't even have that much stuff on there.
Hey,
Nah, if you've got the rainbow on your chart, I don't know.
I can't record the contents on my screen until I quit. Okay, I'll be back.
it likes to pull a little EDC style on the charts.
Oh, that's literally. So like me and Kevin do this every morning, 9:30 to 11:30. We do this exact thing, and literally like I'll play like EDM like all day. Like right at the open at 9:30. Like I'm there at like 9:15. I'm sure the chat, if anybody's in here, chat knows. Actually, we're doing it live right now. So everybody from there, instead of doing a Zoom, I told them just come on here.
Yeah.
And like every morning, I'm just like blasting Tiesto, like crazy shit, like all day.
Why not?
Gets us up and going, get us amped. Boiler room is litty. Yes, sir.
Yeah, AMD. Someone asked if it's a good area to enter. Not the best setup anymore, but in terms of risk reward, still that 161 break would still be your risk off. So you're risking about $1.50. Not ideal, like the entry that we had earlier, and especially with Powell talking, you may want to wait till things settle down. But
yeah, this isn't the best, right? But if you did take the trade, it would be like this, right, guys? Oops. It would be something like this, right? You just put your stop below this candle, and then you're looking for at least the high. So it's a good R to R, right? But it's not a high probability right now, or it's not exactly a trade that's going to be a definite banger, right? Because you don't have any confirmation. You're kind of just hoping that it holds this low from the open.
The only other, let me see what coin's doing since we had a little bit of a break.
Oh yeah.
It's near review.
Yeah, this is like a good solid retest here. Same type of scenario, right? But again, no confirmation yet. Where's SPY still dumping or what? Oh no, SPY.
It's kind of stabilizing a bit.
Yeah. QQQ. Oh, whoa. Q's got slammed right there though. Right here, back to 398.80.
Yeah, let me see where.
Do I even want to look at IWM? No. Yo. Oh, let Kevin in.
We got you.
All right.
He's in.
There we go.
And we got a screen. Look at this. Yeah, you ready, Kevin? I'm gonna put it up now.
Okay. Wait, hold on. All right, go.
That's not that bad, bro. Well, that's just fib levels, or is that daily?
So
this one's yeah, there it is. That's where.
Hold on.
Dude, this is what.
This is the weekly.
You know what he does? You know what you got to do?
You don't look at it on the weekly. You pull up the 5 minutes. Now you have all your levels.
Oh no, yeah.
You get me?
I guess there's still a good amount.
See, that's not okay. That's okay. That I can deal with.
At least dotted lines, not straight lines.
You don't.
Yeah, dotted makes it better.
I don't look at this from a daily because it's like I can't even see anything, right?
Yeah,
but
exactly.
I don't care about that. I care about where my entries and my exits are. That's why like I'm so precise with everything because that's why I entered at 11:45 and specifically exited my first contracts at 11:48 and then 11:52 and then 11:59. You know. And my levels are right because I didn't make these levels today. I made them yesterday. And they
so you're not running a script. You're manually doing this.
No, no, I'm manually doing it myself. So I made these levels yesterday because I looked at the previous levels. There is the support and resistances, and then I try to go follow those, and then they end up hitting anyways because obviously supply and demand is the most important aspect of charting, in my opinion.
Yeah, the daily's always going to be your strongest, or 4 hour.
Yeah. And then I have this green thing to tell me that this is a demand level, right? That's why like I told everyone to buy Tesla at the open because if it's still within this buying zone, I'm not saying I know it's gonna go up, but
you're playing probability in your favor. Is what you're trying to go.
Exactly.
Yeah,
dude, that GIF you sent me is hilarious. Oh my god! Yeah, you gotta see this. This is what he said when we didn't let him back in.
because I was backstage.
It's appropriate.
He
It's
just
appropriate.
texts me. He goes, "Yo," and he just sends me this. Let me.
Not mad at it. Not mad at it. Coin looking to come back down. I'm trying to wait to see if it'll. I just need Power to stop talking.
Yeah, we just need him to stop talking.
He sucks, dude. Well, no, he's great. Honestly, we love him. You can't say you hate the guy.
Yeah, I mean, after all that he's done for the markets,
Yeah, he just prints.
needs to print some my way. But yeah, everything's just collapsing right
One
now.
word and the market goes ham.
It's like, do you guys really think they're going to raise interest rates next year?
I don't know, man.
Probably like Q2.
I honestly think they're not even going to touch them.
Just focus on the day-to-day action. I can't even think till next week. So,
Well, SPY is starting to come below the VWAP. We don't want to see it break that VWAP. Let's see if we can get a recovery there.
I'm out of all trades right now. Oh. Fun morning though. It was good. A lot of action for sure.
Yeah,
Great call on Apple with that. Now, in terms of coin, if it goes ahead and comes to 320, pretty decent area in my opinion if you want to dip buy. But if you're a bottom feeder, that might be something you want to take a look at.
So when we get these dips, like if we start to see some aggressive sell-off, like an aggressive sell-off like we are right now, I look for these like 15-minute or 5-minute dojis like at previous supports, the reversal candles. So like for instance on coin, if we retest like right here, down here, if you could throw it up real quick.
Hey, off topic,
We're retesting right there right now, but if we got like some type of reversal candle, or if we got some type of hammer like this, or if we got a let's see if I can find another one. There's nothing really here to find, or like a doji here, right? Same thing right here on the next candle here that we're gonna get. Then that's where I'd look for a possible entry. And you might have to switch, since we're already wicking it here, down to the lower time frames, right? But this is where, again, same type of trade. If we get that reversal candle, it would just be, whoops, why do I keep doing double? It would just be a stop below pretty much this level here, with hopefully a move back to at least 3/4 of that move to the highs. So it's still.
Hey, Brett, have you showed him the GP yet?
On here, no.
On Benzinga, you should show Benzinga.
Yeah, so like, well, it's not gonna work now because, well, Tesla it'll work. So like on Tesla, you could take the intraday move where you'd like to see a bounce on Tesla would be literally right here, somewhere around the 707 area right here. There's not too much that lines up. This is just a blind one. There's not gonna be a lot of good ones right now, Kev, because everything's
of course.
Everything's already hitting the lows. I wouldn't take anything today. It's not a good day to go over like GP. But
all right, SPY coming down here. It looks like also oil is starting to move up a little bit. I'm looking at drip to see if it's going to break out above the VWAP here. Looks like it's doing a little 5-minute consolidation. Could push above that and start pushing. This is 2x leverage. So we would want to see it get to that 550, but definitely has been kind of on this sideways trend, holding the support here at 539. Let's see it push on up. SPY cracking down there now. Definitely
They're bleeding.
Yeah, it's bleeding. It's bleeding fast.
See, this is what is good. We take those profits early, guys. Like even if we're day trading, right? We took those profits. Literally, actually hit almost all of our levels. And even when you have that run, you got Powell talking or somebody. It's a good idea just to hold if you're holding only a third, or just if you don't even have that many contracts. Just hold.
Inflationary.
Yeah, because what happens is you get this dump and then you lose everything if you're bag holding.
Nah, that too. But if you play this downside,
or switch to puts, yeah.
I like to switch I switch my plays up like quickly sometimes.
I mean, that's what's important, right? I mean, you got to be flexible. If you're not flexible with your trades, then you're gonna get stuck on one side.
This is a good question here. Talking about, you mentioned about setting aside some money for taxes. What percentage of your gains do you usually set aside? I think it's safe to set aside just specifically for taxes 40% or so. You hopefully won't end up getting there, especially if you do your deductibles and all that stuff properly.
Yeah, you're definitely not. I mean,
yeah, 40 is definitely high, but like to me, I do like 30%, but you never know what other people's stuff is. You know what I mean?
yeah, most people will probably be between 20 and 25, but people who day trade all day, if you're making a good amount, you're going to be in that 30, 35 for sure.
Yeah.
So that there.
Woo, everything's just bleeding.
Yeah, bleeding out for sure.
So yeah, no play. I mean, in this case, if you miss puts, you got to look for a reversal here.
Yeah, I feel like it's a little too late for. I want to say a little too late, but not the best risk reward possibly.
Yeah, unless you're going to scalp some. Oh, what'd you get?
I
I bet he just bought puts.
That's why you gotta love it. That's why you tell us now. You can't be hiding.
Amazon puts?
Huh?
What'd you get?
What'd you get?
I got Amazon at 35.4.
This is my thing though on Amazon, right? Hitting this right here, yesterday's open. If you get this is where I'd personally take a long if we close here. Sorry, Kev.
It can go to 35.22. If he keeps opening.
Yeah, down here the lows. Oh, sorry, we're here. Yeah.
But I'll risk it
to get the biscuit.
I mean, it's the yesterday's lows, right? You've got 35.50. 35.30. Is that what you're talking about?
Yep.
Yesterday's lows right here. Yeah.
Yesterday, well, right at the open. It's the opening candle.
Yeah, of yesterday.
Yep.
Yeah, this is yesterday's open right here. Oh, sorry.
But yesterday's after our low was 35.22.
Wait, what?
What do you see in that?
Oh
no, you mean Friday. You mean Friday.
Amazon, right?
You mean Friday. You mean Friday.
Oh, you're talking about Friday. Okay, not yesterday.
Yeah, he's saying right here.
No, on Monday. I have a support level drawn out for 35.22.
Monday. You
Yeah.
didn't even go there Monday.
Bro, I did not go there Monday. You're talking about.
Look at right there. Right
Yeah. No, I just drew it from the day before. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, it's down $110 from where I bought it.
There you go. See, that's a good one to take. If you have the confirmation of a 5-minute, then I'd go long. So that's why I wait for that 5. Until I get that 5 or 15, I'm not going long.
Boom.
Yeah, you're up.
Nice move. Yeah, that yesterday's low is where I had it drawn out when you started talking about puts. But yeah, everything is
Damn,
just.
you're lit. If you break 22, you could get some aggressive.
I don't know. It's at 25.
Holy shit, 25.
I'm up 14%, 15%.
All right, so SPY is now at 360. Or excuse me, 460. Let me see if I want to.
Damn, we're getting some. I gotta. What is he saying? 23? Yo, you're up. What are you up? 20 now?
Yeah, look, 14%, $6,000.
Way to take advantage of it.
Damn, you got that 20 break. I might short shop.
Nice.
I might betray shop.
I mean, even that 460 level just completely.
Wow, what the hell is it? Where is it gonna go? Is it gonna go to 3,500 flat? Look, I'm up freaking 22% on it. That's nice.
Oh my god, yo, it's going up more. You're up.
Look.
Fire.
This is just off of 10 contracts.
Damn, you might get that 35 pin. I need to buy some. I have some swings on shop, so I'm gonna take some 1550s to hedge.
You've got Apple coming down to VWAP. Even after all that, Apple is only at VWAP.
I'm done for the day.
Nice move, man. Nice play on Amazon there.
Thanks. Can't believe we do this for a living.
All right, I got shop puts.
What strike did you get? Or what contract?
1550 at 2760.
Gotcha. Yeah, man, everything is just.
Yeah, it's wiping out right there.
I have swings, so I need to hedge them. That's why.
Real quick, Mitch, before you wrap us up, appreciate obviously you guys coming on and hanging out with us. It was obviously a fun stream, a lot of action here. But I am going to go put in the chat, if you guys have not checked out Benzinga Pro, there's a link. You're going to be helping out, obviously, Simba and his whole trading room and things like that. And maybe if you guys sign up enough for a free trial or whatever, he'll get you guys a discounted boiler room and all that good stuff that he was talking about. So if you haven't tried out Benzinga Pro and you want to help out Simba, that's specifically his link as an affiliate. So definitely check that out. It's 2 free weeks, and you don't even have to put in your credit cards. If you get locked up, you go to jail, you won't get billed for anything. Your trial will just expire. So check it out for 2 weeks, and maybe Brent will help you guys out with some boiler room stuff down the road.
All right, sir. Check us out. We'll come out with something after this, possibly on IG. We'll release some more spots to go live. But yeah, Kevin and I do. Wow, Kev just said his laptop died. By the way,
I could tell.
Dude, that Amazon is dumping. 35.10.
Insane.
Yeah, it's not looking good out there. Also, if you want to look for a trade, that's why I mentioned drip here with the oil coming down here. Maybe look for that, like an oil trade on the downside, or you can look for inverse oil trades. Also, I mean, maybe the Qs, SQQQ, inverse.
This is it's funny because like this is exactly where we reject. You know, you pull up that channel again right here, and this is
the
exactly
Qs
where we're rejecting, right?
Yep. And this is not a good sign because we wanted to see that close above that 400 or at least 401, like Brett mentioned also. We're not going to get that close. It looks like it on the Qs. It would be a crazy reversal here if we could get that close above 400, because that's what I was looking for, really, to see if tech was coming to come back and really come back strong. Turn around there in the Qs, though. But let's see. Who knows? Maybe we get a rip-rapping, roaring market into the close and we get back up to close to 400. That's what I would like to see towards the end of the day. We'll see if we get that. Like always, guys, we're going to keep trading live like we always do. Brett, thank you for joining us today. Definitely nailing out some trades, and you guys in the chat, definitely check them out on the boiler room. And I think he even extended some codes up there. I know that a lot of people were asking, so definitely smash that like button. We'll continue trading. Up next, you guys got Benzinga Live. Yes, we're going to get to Benzinga Live. There's going to be some great traders also on there looking at their trades. If you guys want to stick around, definitely I suggest you guys go ahead and do so. As we continue going into the next one, we're going to talk about some stocks to buy with this kind of COVID environment that we're going back into. So we'll see what happens. Definitely, like always, guys, keep smashing that like. We'll keep trading here on live trading with Benzinga and keep going out there in the markets. Wish you guys the best. And we got about 2 minutes. I'll wait a minute or two here until they're absolutely ready. But the SPY starting to slow down there, at least on the 1 minute. Let's see if it starts to slow down there and we get a hold of the SPY at least down here by the 458.50s. Definitely quick move down, but I think Pal stopped talking.
Yeah, we just got that hammer coming in here on Shop, so I just closed those puts for 3% real quick. And if we get a hammer on the 5 minute here on any of these tech names like Amazon, Shop, this is where you just simply take calls, stop below that wick. That's exactly what I do.
Not a bad trade there, right there, especially the support right underneath it. It's looking interesting. We'll see what happens with Shop. Yeah. Had a great day to begin with. We'll see if it recovers and kind of makes the move. Definitely some other stocks out there taking a turn. The SPY still heading down there. We'll see if it can continue breaking those lows. Low right now for the day is 458.41. Let's see if we get through those levels and keep coming on the downside here.
Yeah, if you're gonna try to go short, you want to wait. You want to wait for like a VWAP test or something like that. But I got to go to option squawk, so I am out. See you. Appreciate you guys hopping on.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, all right. I'll probably here in a second.
No worries, Brett. I'll let you get on out of here. Have a good one. Stay in the fight, and like always, we'll be here tomorrow. Right?
Printing always.
Later. That's what it's about. Boom. All right, there, you guys. Definitely smash that like button. We're going to go ahead and get you guys on over to Benzinga Live. It's been a great day. Meli, who knows, maybe catches a bounce here. So definitely come hang out, guys. We're going to keep it going with Benzinga Live, and we'll see you on over there, guys. Like always, we also have some great events going on at Benzinga, and we're going to keep going.
Bye.